Hello and welcome to another Session Spotlight. I'm Sav, and here's a look at what Pennsylvania Senate Democrats were up to in and around the Capitol. Let's get started. On Monday, Senators Patty Kim and Nikhil Sawal celebrated the beginning of Asian American, Native Hawaiian, and Pacific Islander Heritage Month in the Media Center. Speakers uplifted the contributions of AAPI Pennsylvanians and called for continued support, education, and inclusion. Senators Nikhil Sawal and Vince Hughes went on to join conservation voters of PA to call for environmental protections, green energy production, and a reduction in greenhouse gases. Senators Carolyn Comita, John Kane, and Lisa Boscola joined animal advocates for Humane Lobby Day to call for stronger animal protection laws, highlighting issues like ending puppy mills, stopping pigeon shoots, preventing wildlife trafficking, and advancing protections for dogs and cats used in research. During session, Senate Democratic Leader Jay Costa filed discharge petitions for House Bill 462 and House Bill 464, which both open a window to justice for adult survivors of child sex abuse. Senator Costa urged Republicans to deliver healing, accountability, and justice to adult victims of child sex abuse. After session, Senator Maria Collette attended the Pennsylvania Fraternal Order of Police memorial service in the main Capitol Rotunda to honor the lives of officers who gave their lives in the line of duty. The Pennsylvania Senate took a field trip to Philadelphia on Tuesday to hold a ceremonial session at Independence Hall in honor of America 250. Accompanied by students from their districts, senators gathered to celebrate 250 years of the American experiment and reflect on the promises of the Founding Fathers. During the ceremony, Senator Vincent Hughes welcomed all attendees to Philadelphia and offered a special welcome to Reverend Carolyn Cavaness, who was the first female minister at the historic Mother Bethel AME Church in Philadelphia. Senator Costa offered remarks about the historic contributions of Benjamin Franklin, a statesman, inventor, and abolitionist. Senator Tina Tartaglione spoke on a resolution on the city of Philadelphia, noting its role in the founding of the nation and the birthplace of American democracy. And Senator Nikhil Sawal reflected on the legacy of the National Constitution Center and the work before every person to keep American values like truth, justice, and freedom alive. Senators enjoyed musical performances from the U.S. Army Field Band Brass Ensemble and took photos in Signers Hall before returning to Harrisburg for the last day of session. On Wednesday, the Maternity Care Coalition held a rally calling for paid leave, affordable reproductive health care, and more support for Pennsylvania's mothers. PA Schools Work held their annual Advocacy Day and hosted a rally calling on the legislature to continue prioritizing fair funding for public schools in the 2026-27 budget due on June 30th. During a Comms and Tech Committee meeting, SB 806 was voted out unanimously. Senators Kane, Miller, and Piscitano sponsored this bill, which requires disclosure of advertising content generated or modified by AI. And during an appropriations meeting, Senator Lisa Boscola had two bills voted out unanimously. SB 535 amends the Osteopathic Medical Practice Act to permit genetic counselors to order genetic tests, and SB 536 amends the Medical Practice Act of 1985 to permit genetic counselors to order genetic tests. Finally, Senator Tina Tartaglione's SB 867 was signed into law by Governor Shapiro. Now officially Act 16 of 2026, this bill restores and modifies Pennsylvania's process for adopting updated accessibility standards in building codes. The Senate will be back in session on Monday, June 1st at 1 p.m. As a reminder, the Pennsylvania primaries will happen on Tuesday, May 19th. Polls are open from 7 a.m. until 8 p.m. You have until May 12th to request a no-excuse mail-in ballot, and it must be received by your county elections board by 8 p.m. on May 19th. For more information about making your plan to vote, visit vote.pa.gov.